Swaziland recently surpassed Botswana as the country with the world's highest known rate of HIV/AIDS infection, 42% of the population. The average life expectancy is 32. Former paratrooper and mining engineer Michael Collinson arrived in Swaziland in 1985. The Englishman, who has himself overcome adversity in his personal life, was shocked by the scale of the health problems and future prospects for children. With the help of his wife Linda, they decided to form a new charity called SKRUM, Swaziland Kids Rugby Mission.
It all came about when Linda and I were driving out in Swaziland and we saw how bad the situation is with the HIV/AIDS, and that's how SKRUM was born. You realize that there's 160,000 what they call OVCs, orphans and vulnerable children. That is a lot out of a population of 958,000, and we decided we had to do something about it.
Michael lost the use of his legs following a car accident in 2002. Undeterred, his work, along with many others, has given the children of Swaziland some hope for their future.
Rugby is a marvellous game, as we all know, and by using the spirit of rugby in the game of rugby, we would go to schools, we would say we'd like to introduce rugby into schools, but we'd also like to introduce an HIV/AIDS and gender violence program. And so far, we've not had one school turn us down. We're on 164 schools this year, and it works perfectly together. The youngsters come to play rugby, and at the same time, we give them HIV/AIDS and the gender violence education.
SKRUM has recognised that rugby offers a persuasive vehicle for engaging the school children of Swaziland by forcing them to confront the issues. And it's this education that is vital for the future stability of the country.
We know some of us are affected by this pandemic. Some, we've got our parents who are sick as we talk. Some have lost their parents. So we know how to take care of ourselves pertaining those issues. So guys, let's leave this place and let's go back home. Teach others about what we talked about as far as AIDS is concerned. After practicing, then we sit down with them, teach them about AIDS and everything. So they are very much interested, and that's why we teach them good manners and other things. They know how to handle each other, control themselves, control their anger, whatever. So these are the lessons that we teach them as we practice.
Hey chap, thank you.
SKRUM have been working in conjunction with official IRB charity SOS Kid Aid. They too have recognised Swaziland's problems, making their 100th delivery of kit and equipment since their launch.
Kit Aid and what they've done is amazing. You can't imagine when we give out those 400 jerseys and 450 jerseys what it's going to mean to these youngsters. For now, they will believe that they are rugby players because they have a jersey of their own. These kids can't even afford to come here by bus, so we bus them in. So can you imagine if you have no money for bus fare, what a jersey will mean? It's immeasurable what it will do for the youngsters here. So let's say a big thank you. Thank you to Kit Aid!